Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Live and waiting. It is Steve and Eric on the Know Nothing Show. We like to call it 2 scoops of delicious radio. Cherry on top, some whoop cream. Yeah, I did say whoop cream. So many things to talk about. It is the last day of February, and you know what that means? I have no idea what that means, so I'm hoping Eric Black can tell me, what does that mean when it's the last day of February?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm doing social media. I'm busy right now. Can we postpone the show for another 20 minutes or so? I got to do some social media stuff.
You know, we could do that. We could just sit here. I can have some chips and dip, some taco, keep busy.
Okay. I'm just going to, if people could just tune in and watch me do social media, I think that's really where it's at nowadays is all the kids are watching other kids do social media, I think is where it's at. Right after they take Tide Pods, then they go and watch people do social media stuff, I think.
It's the kids. It's all about the kids. We've always done it about the kids.
It's always about the kids. Yeah.
Us as parents, sometimes we're a little bit obsessed about the kids.
A little bit.
You know, if you've got one kid, you're really obsessed. Okay. Like they breathe, they're like, I'm so happy. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh my God. I'm just going to stand there and just watch them sleep. I am. I watch them walk to school, brush their teeth. Mm-hmm. Are you pooping, honey? Because I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, then you have a second one, and you just like,
you don't care. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't even care. Or you're like, man, I don't even know what your name is.
Nope. I don't know. I don't even time for the first one. I don't even have time for the first one. So I'm just like, I'm definitely not going to care about the second one. So I'm going to be one of those.
My family, we all wore name badges because my mom would be like, it'd be Snaps. That's how you knew who she was talking to. I was like 4 Snaps.
Yeah. Right.
You know, be like that. It's like, that's right, Mom. 4, 4th kid. Got it. So then if it was past 4, like my brother's behind me, I'm like going, she's not going to snap that often. You're dumb.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Right. But then as the years progressed, like the snaps, they started off pretty good, right? But then as time progressed, they're like, just come here. Whoever you are, get over here. I don't care who you are. Just get over here.
That's when my mom discovered boxed wine. They'd come home, you go, seriously, Mom? A gallon of Gallo? She'd be like, man, it was on special for $4.99. It's good.
That's right.
So we go, and it's a twist top? Yes, it is, Stephen. It is.
Now, I have a story for twist top wine box situations, all right?
Ooh.
So they have these things, and they probably have them in your city as well, but they have these things called art crawls in Nashville. Art is very popular here, much as music and just all of that kind of crap. It's very popular here, right? Well, the other night, my wife and I went out. We met some friends and did this whole, downtown Printers Alley type situation. Art crawl, went around to the different. There's like 6 or 8, maybe even 10 different art galleries around in that area. So they always have wine, they always have drinks, not all of them, just some of them. The ones that are doing well, because they have free wine. They'll give you wine when you go in. If they don't have wine, you're like, well, maybe you should drop your prices down a little bit because obviously you're not selling anything. Because you can't afford wine, can't even cheap wine. Anyway, so there was a few at the end that did not have. Well, they had wine, but some of them didn't. Some of them had just crappy wine. It was horrible. It wasn't good wine at all. So one of our friends that was there was, she had a backpack on her, which, it's like kind of a smaller backpack. It could equal as a purse. We're like, that's cool. Well, apparently she was prepared for this action because she said, this wine is not very good. And she literally just threw it away. And I don't know if anybody it was in the gallery. I don't know if anybody, they're not huge galleries. Don't know if anybody was watching or not. Threw it away, which was bad in itself. I enjoyed it. It was fun for me because that's an amazing time if you're just being that blunt. Well, then she proceeded to pull her backpack off of her back. So now it's just a pack. It's not on her back anymore. It's just a pack. and she pulled out 2 bottles, these cardboard boxes things of wine. They're just handheld, they can hold them in your hand. They're like 12-ounce bottles, whatever. And unscrewed them and gave me one, and then she had one. So we were walking around with box wines that were actually better than the wine that these good galleries or art galleries were supplying. It was great because you're walking around downtown Nashville with an open container, which is generally frowned upon. But because of our rebellious state, and we don't care. We walk around with our box wine and hold our noses high. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I would think so. Yeah. Now, with the box wine, did it come with a straw? Did it have like the milk carton that you can open up the edge so it's,
unfortunately for the straw was extra. The straw you had to actually pay. It was like an upgrade. So you had to actually pay extra for the one with the straw. So we opted out because first of all, it takes so much effort to use a straw. Second of all, I don't have time to drink that little of wine. Okay. I don't have that much time. So I'll just open up the spout and just let it go down my throat because I don't have time to sip. I don't have time to do that. That's boring to me. I have things that I need to get done, and I need to have a large consumption of alcohol in order to do said things. So the quicker I drink said wine, the quicker I'm going to be like, this is actually good art. This is really good. I enjoy this. This is really amazing. Great job.
So after my 8th box of wine, this is tremendous.
That's right. This is great. I will pay the $12,000 that you want for this stupid pile of crap that my daughter made 2 weeks ago. It doesn't matter.
Here is my debit card.
That's right.
Oh, it was turned down? Oh, the damn bank.
Yeah. I'll make a phone call to them tomorrow. Hold this for me. I will be back. Mm-hmm.
My name? Oh, you need my name on there?
Yeah. John Smith. John Smith. Yeah.
That's with a Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of us call them Smythe. Smith. Be right there. Oh, you need my signature? Right away.
Right.
Right away. Oh, sir, I did not know that you were left-handed. I am tonight. That's good. So I need to find some small 12-pack of boxed wine.
Yeah. It was very, very convenient. It was just a little bottle, like a little 12 or 16-ounce bottle. And it came, I think, in a pack of 4. It was they have actual glass bottles, but we are prone to breaking stuff. So we just carry those around. And it was a little chilly, so they easily fit inside the coat. If some sort of authority figure rolls around with some flashy little piece of metal on his chest or area, you just open the little pocket up on your coat, drop it in there, and continue as if nothing were different.
Right.
It's very good. I like it.
We could probably invent the Know Nothing wine funnel.
Well,
so it looks like a light of some sort of cap, and it's above, and people would be like, "Oh, look at their ski caps that they have," and it's really, just pour the bastard in.
Just pour it in there. Yeah.
No one will know. No. It's kind of like the little gerbil thing. You just kind of lick it.
Right.
The right amount.
Plus, we've already kind of established and have been honing in on our weirdness. So for us to go ahead and do something like this, no one would question it. No one would know the difference. They're just like, oh yeah, they're special. They're very special people.
What about a wine T-shirt? So we would fill in the T-shirt, and then we get muscles. We start the day, and we look like we're buffed.
Right.
But it's full of alcohol.
Right. And then we're just deflated by the end of the day. Yeah.
Right. Or then people are just like, man, bro used to be huge.
Right. Like 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, he was hulking out. What happened?
Get him now.
I feel so deflated. I can't even walk straight. I can't sit up.
Yes, right now,
Oh, really good, though. Really good. Really good. I will buy that painting.
I think Steve's had like 64 ounces of something. Kick his ass right now. Or, even wine-filled underpants right there. No, who would know? Who would know?
Here's the first problem, though. You would have to have some sort of cooling system.
Yeah, that's true.
because I don't want that warm of wine. That's just weird.
Well, they say you're supposed to drink wine warm.
That's fine. Not hot, warm. If you put it in the underoos, it's
because I'm hot. Okay,
it's
I'm a
gonna
hot.
be.
Dude. Get it?
I'm just saying. I just want you to be happy with the end result of your drinking experience.
People may not understand when you need to squeeze out your wine underpants while cooking. It's like sherry or whatever. So
That's right. That's right. I don't know who Sherry is, but it might be like her. Yeah. It could.
Like, God, he's peeing into the wok. Yes. Damn it, it's delicious.
I'll have more of what he's doing.
Squirting. Whatever he's doing, I want it.
I don't know how to say that, but I want it.
Can we get that on Facebook Live? Judd. Judd and now. So how are things for this past week? Before we get on air, you were a little snippy than usual.
I was. Well, I had to unbutton my pants. That usually helps quite a bit. It's been a little rainy here, and most people that I hang out with are very bleh when it rains. But for me, I love it when it rains. I am more happy when it rains or when it's gloomy or cloudy or dark than I am when it's sunny. I like sunny. Don't get me wrong. I like being on the beach. I like doing all that stuff. But I love a gloomy day. I love a gloomy day. It just makes me happy.
Happy.
Yeah.
I would think as a lyricist, would you describe yourself as a lyricist? Is that
sure.
different than a songwriter?
Not in my opinion.
Okay. So I would think that most lyricists not want to be really happy people, like gloomy days, because I would think it would be easier to write a song when you're feeling gloomy or it's gloomy outside or you're not overly happy all the time.
Right.
Because you can't just be writing silly love songs, although you could be a billionaire making silly love songs.
You could be. I think, though, it depends on the person, because there are a lot of people that will write amazing songs when it's nice out. They want to go to a park. They want to do songs in a park. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I think that's dumb. And I'm just going to wait till my life is in the gutter and that I have no other direction in life and I can't do anything about it. And then I'm going to write a really killer song. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to write. I mean, look at all the bands that we see now that have been in the business 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Their new stuff sucks.
True.
Let's be honest. Because how do you write about my Land Rover broke down?
It is a little different than when you were talking about your horse or your wife or your dog. It's a little different now. Yeah.
Think about like the America song Horse with No Name. That's deep.
It's very deep.
Versus now I can't pick a name for my 8th horse.
Right.
Very different lyric.
I'm out of Tide Pods. I don't know what that would be, I guess. I don't know what they do now.
I don't know. You move to Cheer Pods or whatever. I'm cheery.
I get dishwashing. I don't know. Dishwashing pods. I don't.
We've all done stupid things.
Not that stupid. That's pretty dumb.
Whatever.
I mean, it has a warning right on the box.
Oh, come on. Like anyone can read in this country.
No, I'm not saying that they can read at all. No, I think we've established that. But Tide Pods, really? And here's the thing: everybody, all the legislators were like, "Oh, we need to change these. They look too much like candy." Or you could stop being Doom and maybe not eat that stuff. Maybe that would work out better than changing them. They don't look like candy to me. They look bright and marketing, but they don't look like candy.
Now it gets back to parenting, okay?
Yeah.
Because somebody had to think of it to start with, all right? Like if your mom's a crack whore, you might be looking some Tide Pods.
You may have been fed Tide Pods.
I am just saying.
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can say, it's because the family's not together. The nucleus of the family's not together. Like I hear friends all the time. I grew up in a divorced family, so that's why we're all crazy. And I go, look at my family. Been together 100 years. We're crazier than all of you to put together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Divorce has got nothing to do with it.
No, I don't think so. It's how you handle the situation.
True.
That's what it is.
You know, do you hand yourself with one hand or two? Me? That's down there.
Dos. That's two. Dos is two.
You know, when I have to pull out the Dos Tacos, that's what I'm saying. Like a full enchilada. Yeah. We all did stupid things back then.
Yep.
No matter what it was.
Right.
From, you know, the Tide Pods seems like an extreme, but to some degree it doesn't.
Well, given that generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, and you just kind of laugh about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, we all had that friend that said, well, I dare you. I double. I try. Whoople dare you. And you have to do it.
Yeah. Especially if there are girls involved.
Got that right.
Yeah.
You see little Julie down the street, and you're like, oh, bro, can't believe you just threw that at me. Because now I got to do it. Now I have to take my 5-speed, and I need to ride down the street and try to jump the 8 Mitchell kids in the middle of the street.
Glad I took my training wheels off for this.
And I tried. I had one of those where I came down. There was a when I was a kid, it was a new house. My dad bought. They built a new house, so they had this little mound of dirt. You know, it was pretty high of things that they were digging out for, you know, for basements and all that.
Right.
So back there, all these guys had their mini bikes, the 175s and the 125s. Wee, 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 wee. You hear that all day. Wee, 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 wee. And of course, me being the cool kid, I brought my Huffy 10-speed. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because all these kids were doing jumps.
Sure.
With their mini bikes.
Mm-hmm.
All the girls watching, like, Steve's going up there. What is he doing on his bike? He's crazy. He's never going to get up to speed. So, of course, yes, I took the challenge.
Oh.
When I went off the jump, not realizing that being a kind of a larger child,
mm-hmm.
that the bottom wheel was going to come up and under me.
Yeah.
As I went backwards for the ultimate crash.
So it didn't end well.
No, it did not. It's a good thing that everybody was on the other side of the mound, so no one could hear the scream that followed and the injuries that ensued.
Yeah.
You know, when you take the gears, you know, the gears that are up on the bars up in front, when you take that in the Yokohama area.
Is that what we're calling it?
It's what we're calling it. We got code. It's one of those where getting back on that little skinny 10-speed seat was painful. Where then you just kind of say, you know what? And I bent my front tire a little bit too. So I had to walk the 3 blocks home. I walked it.
Wow. Did you drag your bike or did you just leave your bike?
No, it was still rolling. So I was just walking home and I'm like, I think I hear my mom calling me. Steve, I didn't know your voice was that high. Today it is.
Trying new things. Yeah.
I sure hope, Julie, you didn't see that because I madly went over that because you were there. And this said, Julie, I met up with her, I don't know, less than a year ago. Haven't seen her in a bazillion years. That was like the first real girlfriend I ever had. And I told her about that story, and she's like, I don't remember any of that. I'm like,
she probably had some box wine in her backpack or something like that.
No doubt about it. Because when we got together, she was drinking heavily.
Well,
it's great to see you. Down it went.
She knew who she was hanging out with. She knew.
That was too funny. And then she gave me the old line, you know, I'm divorced now. I'm like, how about a hello? It was a, I'm divorced now, and are you picking up the tab? I was like, all right, this is going well already. Good to see it, Julie. And as much as pretty as she was when she was younger, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, man, you look about 15 years older than your Facebook picture.
Oh, had that on there for a little bit, have we?
Just like, I'm sorry, 1995, it was a good year for you. 2005, not so good.
Not so much.
Like, God, you look really young. I'm like, keep drinking. Keep drinking.
That's right, because I am.
Because the bottom line in all that is, you know what? Steve, you still have hair.
Huh.
Hey. Hate that.
That's true. You do. It's right there.
So, what have you been doing with yourself? I really don't care, Steve. I just wanted to ask that question. I'm trying to be cordial.
Yeah, I need to ask you a question so that I can actually tell you how things are going in my life. I couldn't care less about your life. It's my life that I'm trying to tell you about. So just quickly answer your stupid question and let me talk.
That's right. And they just kind of wait. They're like, and you can see the anticipation, like they're just waiting to jump back in.
I love that because you can see that in their eyes. So my brain is like, okay, well, let's see how long I can talk, because obviously they have something very important to them that they want to say. And I know it's crap. I know it doesn't matter. So in my mind, I'm just like, well, all right, here we go. And then marathon goes. It's like, you know, how long can we talk? And it usually, sometimes they even forget what they're supposed to be talking about. And we get done and they're like, wait, I was going to say something.
That's the key. The key is to confuse them with conversation.
Right. That's right.
And they always wait. They're kind of like, they give me the look like, oh my God, now he's going to pull out the pictures. I don't have any pictures on me. None. Okay. I'm like, I don't need you to see anything about my life. The only picture I have is the one that came with the wallet. Okay?
There was a time in my life where I worked at a department store. So I would go through some of the stuff that got returned, and some of them had those pictures in them. So I would collect those pictures because people would ask me that all the time. Well, do you have a picture of your girlfriend? Do you have a picture, blah, 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 blah. So I would just have random photos in my wallet. And I had no idea, but I had great names for them and backstories. And it was great. I did that for like 3 or 4 years until I was just bored with it. But it
works out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Back then in Los Angeles, that's a great story. I was at the Red Onion.
Oh, I said what I said, so you can get to what you're saying. Is that how this is?
Just what you said was like great. It just triggered a story in my mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tied in exactly to that. Great. I love that. Now, did you go to the Red Onion in Marina Del Rey?
I didn't actually go to it. I went by it several times. I never went to it.
So that was a place where the kids from USC and UCLA hung out.
Nice.
And that's because all their parents had boats right there.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So in, what was it? Must have been 95. Yeah, 95, 96 when I went back. I was still there or whatever. So I had a picture of Kathy Ireland. A lot of people don't know who Kathy Ireland is.
Mm-hmm.
It was just before, the kids then. So Kathy Ireland was a supermodel back then. So I had a picture of her in my wallet. I'm like, right there. That's my ex-wife. The great line. Right. And I'd be like, her name is Kelly. And they're like, oh, she's so beautiful, Steve. So what you getting a divorce? See that boat over there? That's what I got.
That's mine. Can we go for a ride? No. No.
I'm hanging out with my friend Eric over there. He is the front man for Creed.
Yeah. And later for another band that gets kicked off the stage after the.
That's right.
So
Nickelback. He's in Nickelback now.
It'll be good. It'll be great.
And he comes back with his brand new downloadable song, which is now 22 minutes long. It's Black.
Just on loop.
The song is called Black and White. He just goes, black and white.
That's it. For 22 minutes. There's no music. There's nothing else except for me just simply doing that for 22. It went platinum in Indonesia. I didn't understand that. I don't understand. It was just me. That's it. That's all I'm doing. It's weird.
That's good.
It's great.
And when you go on tour, An Asian girl starts screaming out your name.
Mm. Mm. I mean, really, any name. It doesn't really matter to me as long as they're looking in my general direction. I'll probably go ahead and answer. I mean, I don't have to. It doesn't have to be my name.
With your one light in a CD. That's it. CD player, just play. Just listen.
I'll hold it on my shoulder. It'll be great.
Right there. I like that. People like, they have all got the little earbuds in. They can listen to the simulcast. It's being translated. Black.
That's it.
And white.
Mm-hmm. And that's for 22 minutes. 22.
It'd be good. It'd be inspirational.
It'd be something. That's for sure.
And at 99 cents that people are unwilling to pay at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know 99 cents was too much to pay.
Well, apparently it is. So that's fine. That's cool. You can go out and spend $6, $7, $8 on a freaking beer, but you can't pay $1 for something that was created and makes you happy for longer than 5 minutes. That's
Maybe
cool.
we need to open up our own music store, 79 cents.
Or less.
Yeah, people just come in and just download. Well, that song really sucks. That's 39 cents.
I think it's worth it.
Just plug it your Samsung 2.
That's right. It'll be great.
You could play it even slower right there. You could turn your song into 28 minutes.
I could. Well, that's how I got to 22, actually. So I'm going to have to even slow it down more, I guess. 30-minute song coming up from Black. No idea what it's called, but here it is.
All right, we're up against our first break, and we come back. Dog runs for governor, but is denied. We must talk about that. It is the Know Nothing Show. Stay tuned. There's more coming up. Welcome back to the Know Nothing Show. Steve and Eric. We are back, and I promise that we are better than ever. Before we went to the break, I had mentioned that dogs are now running for governor. Mr. Black has a lot to say about that. I'm not sure what, but Mr. Black, what say you about the dogs?
Well, it's it's actually a very true story. It is from the Midwest, which I guess that makes sense.
Are we surprised by this?
I was at first, and then I'm like, why am I surprised at this? That's okay, completely on track. In Kansas, there was a 3-year-old wire-haired, I guess it's Vizsla, Vizsla. I've never heard of this dog before, but apparently it is a breed. He was actually nominated for the governor position in this little town. Some of the kids, actually, this is kind of weird, but some of the kids got together and said they were actually looking over the rules and the laws about who can be governor and what this and what that. And apparently there were very few rules on how this would come about. So they nominated the dog. Well, didn't quite happen. Here's the scoop. So after being denied a chance to run for governor, his owner said on Tuesday that the dog was feeling kind of down, but the owner had no idea. The owner was actually told by an official what was going on. The Kansas man who registered his dog named Angus for governor said the Secretary of State's office had halted the campaign to put his pooch in politics, which makes sense because apparently you have to be a human. That's the only stipulation of being governor there. Now, his platform was going to be free chuck-it balls for life. That's his whole platform. But it was said that a dog cannot run for governor. Well, according to the Kansas Secretary of State, they said that the dog just unfortunately they can't. The Kansas statute and the Kansas Constitution make repeated references to a person being governor. So there are a couple keywords here. One is human, obviously, but the other keyword here is repeated. repeated references. I'll say it one more time. Repeated references to a person being governor, which brings a question to my mind. If it's been repeated, does that mean someone has tried this once or twice or 8 times before, that it had to be put into a law that it has to actually be a human who is in charge of a town?
Well, when the llama lost, I think that's what happened. Or maybe the llama won.
Maybe that's where it's at. Maybe it did.
Someone ate the llama.
So
with that. So I would think with the past conversations that we have, from what you read, could a robot run for governor in said state?
Well, it all depends, because it does state that it has to be a person. So it depends on if that state or that town decided that robot was a person. If they are considered a person, I would say that they could probably run.
There you go. Because we talked about the robots having a chance to vote. Was that what we talked about a month ago?
Something like that, yeah.
So it's kind of like women when they got the opportunity to vote. I guess they're a person now.
I guess so. I guess that's what that means. I didn't know that until that happened. I'm glad that happened, because before that, I was unaware. I was completely in the dark about that.
I do like that, though. So we're going to have to look into that statute. Yeah. Is it true in all 50 states that it says only persons repeatedly can run for governor? But could that said person, could they run for lieutenant governor or Senate?
That's a good question. All I know is that in the state of Kansas, you have to be a person. So good for you, Kansas. I'm very proud of you. That's very good that you actually chose that. Listen, I think for the best interest of this state and its subsidiaries, that if you're going to be in control in some sort of government capacity, maybe we should just have that be a human, a person, instead of something else.
Know that's written somewhere in their state constitution.
Yeah.
Did you say that was in their constitution?
It is.
Is that where it's referenced?
Yeah, in their state constitution. Yep.
Wow. All the way that far.
Repeated references of that having to be some sort of human situation, because apparently the leadership in Kansas has not been great. Can we just put the dog in office instead of this douchebag? Because I think the dog could do much better. Oh, well, all right. That's kind of weird to me, but yeah, that works.
I guess we're going to have to look up the rules to be president.
Does that eliminate Snoop Dogg, or is he still, what is,
I don't know. Snoop Dogg should run, and he should run against Oprah, because Lord knows that discussion has come back up again. I guess it was on, was it People Magazine? Is that where? Of course it's on People Magazine.
Gotta be true.
Where Oprah, I didn't know Oprah was in her 60s. I didn't really pay attention to that. I guess she was bragging about how billionaires are calling her and saying, I'll give you $1 billion to run for president. Now with that, I'm still, and even her peers are telling her not to do that.
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, not
celebrities running. I mean, I'm concerned.
Yeah. It's just turning into a circus. And I mean, if that's the case, then I think we've got our candidacy wrapped up. I think we're good to go. So
inching closer and closer.
That's right.
2020. And with the 2020, that's because you've got good eyesight to see that the two of us are the answer.
The best answer.
Because I'll veto whatever you do. I'm saying denied everywhere. It's just denied.
That's right.
I think with the, where is it? She had mentioned what would get her to run for president. What I do think is funny that she said that she has no regrets about not raising children with her longtime partner, Stedman Graham. I don't think, Winnie will spend any time with Stedman in the same room. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness.
Do not be calling me banana betrayal, okay? Because I never said that. You never heard it from me.
Nope.
Because I'm not one that would start gossip.
That's right. Ever. This is a good quality show. We don't gossip here.
Never. Ever.
Mm-mm.
So somewhere along the way, it was about, on People magazine, it says Oprah answers everything. It answers nothing. I think she stole that from us.
It seems to be about that time of year, yeah. I think once we start getting in deeper into this campaign, I think we're going to see a lot of our stuff is going to be stolen.
Yeah.
Like our rims and...
I'm like, guys, you got everything covered, yet nothing covered. I know.
Yeah, that's our whole platform. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
I think this, he thinks that, and then we reverse it.
Yeah, that's how this works. What are you, new?
Yes, but no, but no, but yes.
It works for us, and it will work for America.
The real question between that we tend to argue is, are we Chad people or leavers?
That is a...
You got to think of our voting block. Are they Chad people because they want to stab it?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they leavers because they're used to using, said hands?
The long stroke, yeah. Maybe we should run a poll before we run the poll.
I like that. Run a poll about a poll.
Concerning the poll.
I like that. That's even better.
While on the poll.
And then we could have our people, because we both need to have people. Said polls.
Yeah. We need to have people polls, or polling people, or... Yeah. We need to have that. That's what we need. We need that.
You have to think that we're going to, or you are going to have a large midget voting block.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise I don't need to be in this situation. If I can't have their votes, if I can't get even half of their vote, see what I did? Nothing. Okay. Then I don't want to do it anymore.
You don't want them reaching for said vote.
Can you imagine all of the voting booths just on the ground, just sitting on the ground?
So do they come in with their own stool?
Or do we have ushers that will pick them up and...
Correct. And then they could see their vote because it's supposed to be secret.
Well, so they'll reach down and they'll grab the waist, and then they'll have to be blindfolded. So we'll need another person to blindfold the holder while they lift up, so that no one can see anything, but then they'll be right there. I know people are saying, well, you could just use a ladder or a step stool. Yeah, but that's degrading. I'd rather just pick them up and show them this is what's happening. I don't want them to work. I don't want them to have to work at anything. I want everything done for them, because these are my people. Okay. These are the people that I have tried and just molded around my entire life. And I want them to feel comfortable with me. I want them to feel like butter. I want them to feel really good about themselves. Okay. So just let me have this one. All right. Just let me have it.
I like that. Otherwise, in the voting booth, what we could do is we could have like rubber hands of our hands.
What are we doing?
So said hands, if you need a boost to vote, just sit on our hands like Allstate. We're there to help you.
We're here to pick you up.
Right.
We're here to give you a hand.
And it depends on if there's whatever fingers that need to move. But still, warm hands. I've never heard a woman say, my ass is hot. It's always cold. These hot hands.
Yeah.
Just lift and
separate. It'll be good, and it'll be very cushy, very soft, very supple, if you will. Now, don't get that confused with hands that have never worked before. Okay, This is all in preparation for you. Now, we've worked hard, but we had to work even harder to get our hands soft for you.
It's a whole lot of lotion involved.
It's a lot. It's a good thing we're sponsored.
That's why those tough guys out there, you shake their hands, they're like, they're all really gruff, and then they go, "Wow, Steve, your hands are really soft." I'm just like, well, I do moisturize every night.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I wear the gloves. I wear the moisturizer gloves. They're nice and slippery.
I just, cuticles and stuff. I just like my hands. You just never know when I could get hired to be a hand model.
Yeah. You got to be ready. I'm a hand model, mama.
It works.
It does. Pays the bills.
It does.
It's a good job. It's definitely a nice job.
Which brings up something that I've been contemplating for some time.
Here we go.
There are things that we do completely wrong in our lives. And when John Tesh puts it on his feed, damn it, you better pay attention. Okay? If you're not paying attention to John Tesh, who used to be the #1 entertainment host of all time, okay? Back with Married Heart, right? I think that was her name. She was the first one to get $1 million legs. Do you remember her? Maybe not. It was
I remember her. I don't remember $1 million legs, but I'm familiar with her.
All right, so let me go through this list. There's 8 things that we are doing absolutely wrong. Number 8 is that we're sitting at our computer. So apparently, we're sitting at our computers incorrectly, kind of like you and I. We're both sitting in studios, and we're doing it incorrectly.
Now, I'm going to be honest. If I could figure out a way, I would be laying down right now. That's a fact, Jack. I would just be laying down. If we can figure that out. Jerry, figure that out for us, buddy. That'd be great.
So with this, we as Americans have bad posture because we do not sit correctly. We do not sit erect. Right there, some of the people are laughing. We don't suck in our abs, shoulders back, chin up. Isn't that how they taught women to walk around in heels? Is that?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it was when I was a woman.
So we are not sitting correctly at our computers. And on top of it, we eat an extra 118 calories a day.
Is that all?
Well, yeah. That's why our BMI is so high. So that's all that John says, that we are sitting at our computer incorrectly. Okay.
But does he specify? Does this list say, you're doing it wrong and here's how, or is it just like, yeah, you're doing this wrong and good luck figuring out how the right way is?
John Tesh, he's just saying you did it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
John on our side. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Number 7, using cotton swabs in your ears. Okay. Apparently people are jamming it in their ears.
So far, this list is taking all of the joy out of my life. And we're only on number 2.
That's right. We haven't even got to the good ones yet.
No.
Now, the only thing I would say with that earwax, most people don't know how to remove earwax. And if you have a lot of earwax, something's wrong, isn't it?
There may be an issue. Yeah.
You've got other problems to worry about. But I hear if you use Vicks Vapor Rub, someone had said that to me. I didn't think that. I thought that was crazy. It didn't make any sense to me. Just like if you have a cold, put Vicks Vapor Rub on the sole of your foot. What? How would that work?
Okay.
And it did. I tried it.
Okay.
Okay.
On the sole of your foot.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was like, all right, cool. Some of our listeners just said John Tesh has got a great radio show. No, he's not on this one. So it's not a great show.
Yeah, not a great show. If you're not on this show, your show sucks. Sorry.
All right, the next one. Scrambling eggs for breakfast. All right, I'm a little thrown by that one.
Whoa. You don't tell me how to make my eggs, okay? I will make my eggs any way that I please, and scrambled just happens to be that way.
I'm saying, Most people, how do you scramble your eggs?
Just like every other American, I throw them in the pan and I scramble them.
Oh, so you scramble them on the pan.
I do it on the pan. Hey, you don't have time to do it. I'm going to waste another bowl? No. We're just going to throw it all in the pan. I even eat out of the pan, mostly because I'm lazy. But that's beside the point. Throw them all in the pan, mix it up as you go, call it a day.
They're saying that is incorrect.
I don't care.
That's not how you're supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to have a whisk for that. So then you get more air, so it becomes more fluffy. Okay? The way you're doing it dries them out. I'm sorry. That is wrong.
It doesn't.
Be it John Tesh.
No, John. No, John. Because I add milk, which fluffens it up and makes it creamier. Makes it delicious. Okay. So, John, your list is stupid. So far, your list is stupid.
Put a little water in there. You'll see a change in your eggs. It'll be a little better. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Right. Okay. A little bit of water. Okay. Whisk. And do you use spray on your pan or butter?
Butter. No. Spraying is no.
I'm telling you how to do it. You spray it and you push a little dab of butter in there. Works better. And a lower heat. Everybody goes too high. No. Lower. Medium to low. Slowly.
I agree with that.
Don't cook it fast.
Yeah. No, you don't want to cook it fast.
You want to do it. You want to cook your eggs like you're making love.
Well.
All right. Most of us want to hurry through it because, maybe there's a game on or something like that, but still.
Stuff to do. Yeah, we got stuff to do. We don't have time.
You've got a 3-minute commercial break. Get in, get out.
Still be able to see 2 commercials.
All right, here's another good one. Holding the steering wheel. We were debating this before, where we were all predominantly, how were you taught steering, in the country where you grew up?
In the country? I grew up in this country. It's called the United States.
Oh, you bastard.
Just saying. 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is where 10 and 2. I never cared about that, but 10 and 2.
All right, 10 and 2. So that's the upper half of the steering wheel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the way some women drive is like a bus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that way. So now the National Highway Safety Administration is teaching kids to drive at 9 and 3 versus 10 and 2. Mm-hmm.
What?
Right. 9 and 3, kind of like your first dance in the 7th grade.
Mine, I'm not going to show you. It's a little awkward.
Now, we both sat there for a moment when that fact was, we both went 10 and 2 and then 9 and 3. I just used my pinky at 9, but we both thought to ourselves, hold on, no one even has a face clock around or even on their phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how would these 16-year-olds know where 9 and 3 was?
Especially if you're on Tide Pods. How you going to know?
That's
You're
a
not.
good one.
You're not going to know. That's the bottom.
You threw me off at that one. That was a good one. So we have to ask your kids, where's 9 and 3? They're like, I don't know.
What's 9? Is that what time I'm going to work?
No. Do you have to put those on the steering wheel? So they know where to put their hands?
You might.
Okay. Number 4, trimming your fingernails. They're saying that, the nail clippers that have a slight curve to it, that would say that is a mistake. We're supposed to cut them straight across. That's better for our fingernails. But how do you do that? I don't know. How would you do that if your fingernails, the clippers are rounded? So explain that one to me.
So explain this. So that's not our fault. This is not our fault. We have been only doing what we have been having the tools to be able to do. So wherever you get your clippers from, whoever makes said clippers, this is your fault. This is all your fault for making clippers wrong, okay? If this is actually true, and I'm not saying that it is. Now, it was on the internet, so it could very well be true. But I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that it isn't. But if it isn't, I kind of am saying it isn't, aren't I? Well, Listen, if it's not true, if it is true, doesn't really matter. It's not our fault. We don't have to take the blame for it. It's the makers of the clippers that's at fault. If you're going to make a curved clipper and that's not the accurate way of doing it, then that's on you.
I'm just telling you, that's what the celebrity manicurist to the stars said. And on top of it, now I have very weak nails. They bend and stuff. I hate that. I don't even like feeling my fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, not only do we cut them wrong, it should be straight across, but we cut them too short, where I want my fingernails short. I don't like feeling anything on my fingers.
Yeah, I don't actually do cocaine, so I like mine a little shorter too. Just a little bit there. If that doesn't make any sense to you, just Google it.
Just grow it on your pinky. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. That's right.
You do that, you'll be very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've got the charging the phone. We don't care about that one. Here it is. Here's one that both you and I argued about. Playing Monopoly, we're doing absolutely wrong. Okay. The whole idea behind it is from, I think this was like 1900, 1905, 1910, whenever that game came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about destroying others
Right.
in the game. Outbuy them as quickly as you can, build a hotel as quickly as you can, and just sit there and just take every dollar from them that you can.
So would you say it was more about monopolizing on situations?
You think? Now, I don't know if you played it this way, because, you know, we had big families. If you landed on a location, an avenue or whatever, and you didn't buy it, it went up for auction. So every time you rolled, somebody was buying something.
I did not play like that. No, I just took whatever I wanted. Essentially, I always. Essentially I was Monopoly Mafia. That's what happened. I came in gun blazing, and whatever happened.
So they're saying we're playing Monopoly wrong. I don't think the kids are even playing Monopoly. I tried to play it on an app, and that was weird.
Did you set it down on the table? Even
I did.
Still didn't work very well.
It just wasn't the same. I was on an airplane and I was doing it, and it would go, yeah. And then you do this auction, and these bids would come through, and it just wasn't the same where I could sit there and I could try to intimidate you. And look scary. Doesn't work when you're looking at a computer and it's just like, bite me.
Right.
And it keeps giving you worse deals.
Because it's a computer. Yeah.
It is.
That's
so
unfortunate.
playing Monopoly. And number one, before we get to the top of the hour, is taking a shower. We are taking the shower wrong every day. Okay. We all like long, hot showers. And they're saying the showers we're taking are too hot and too long because a hot shower opens our pores.
This list is dumb. I don't like this list.
And then all the oils from our body just disappear because our oils. Oils. Did I just say orals?
I think
Sorry,
so.
Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. I didn't mean to say that.
Well,
so take cooler showers.
I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to do things wrong because that makes me happy.
Look, if John Tesh says it on his show that we're not doing it right, we're not doing it right.
Here's the deal. John Tesh can suck it. And you can quote me.
John Tesh.
Now
sucking it.
Because I'm not changing. I'm not gonna change for him. He has done nothing for me in our relationship. I am not changing for him. I am a strong woman, man. And I think we have to go to commercial break.
That's funny. We still got another minute. We're going to stretch it for one more minute.
Do it. We're gonna.
When you come out of the shower, do you moisturize though? Got one more minute to go.
I do actually on my face because I have a beard now. That's pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. I don't.
Do you shave in the shower?
I used to, and then the mirror broke, so now I don't. But I used to, which apparently that's wrong too. So
yeah, it's bad for your skin. You got to take cooler showers.
Not doing that. Not going to happen.
If you listen to my grandmother, you should probably take a bath once a week. Because I guess what they tell us, although we're going to go to break, is we take showers too often. We don't need to take them every day. It's just an American thing. It's an American thing. And
I'm an American, so that works out.
We don't like to smell. We don't like to smell like we're from England.
Yeah.
Or French. Or whatever it is.
That's right.
We are now at the top of the hour. Now is the time for a potty break. This is the best time and ponder the things that we're doing wrong via John Tesh. It is the Know Nothing Show. We'll be right back.
This is the Know Nothing Show with Steve and Eric.
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We have now jumped into hour 2 of the Know Nothing Show. It is the last day of February. Steve, Benz, Eric Black. I'm here in downtown Chicago. Eric is somewhere in Nashville. And with that, we have so many things going on. Last hour. Oh, we need more lists. From my understanding, our listeners love lists. Any kind of list we can come up with.
Yeah, it does seem like everyone is pro list. So I'm actually getting text messages saying the exact same thing. So that's good. We'll be bringing more lists on then.
I like that. I think our fans should come up with lists.
Yeah.
Just for us. Post a list, whatever list you want. And if it's in this meaningful list, we might talk about the list.
Right.
If it's not meaningful, more than likely it will make air.
That's right.
Okay.
So like list examples would be how many things of merch have you bought so far? And then you can go ahead and list them out. And then even take pictures and show us. It's just an example. I'm just throwing it out there as an example for you, like a template. That's all I'm doing.
That was good. I like how you slid that. Do you want to just tell them about the merch?
I kind of do. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. We do have merch. It is located on our website, knownothingshow.com. You can actually just click merch or store even. Go through that, go find something you like, and even get it for next year's Christmas gifts. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter. We don't care. But go support the show. Go wear that stuff. We would love for you to go buy some of our stuff and then take photos of it so we can share it on social media. We need social media content. We love content. I heard that content was king, and I guess we need content. So if you would like to do that, knownothingshow.com, go grab you some merch, take a picture, send it to us, and then we'll post it. It'll be good.
All right, so someone just named our latest show Crappy Lists with Steve and Eric. I like that.
Segment.
I think we need to do that every week.
Yep.
More lists.
Yep.
But before we get to 45, a list of 45. Got that? 45 small things that suck big time.
Big time.
But before that, I know you do not watch television because you cannot afford it. You do not have a TV. You sit in front of your devices all day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But 2 weeks ago, we talked about Big Brother Celebrity on CBS. I am not sure if you watched any of that or if any of our viewers and listeners watched Big Brother Celebrity. Okay.
Here's the thing. Didn't watch Big Brother. So probably didn't watch Big Brother Celebrity. I don't care about past people being on there. I don't care about celebrities being on there. I don't care about Big Brother.
Although you don't like it, we're going to talk about it.
Of course, okay? That's how this show.
There's something that I know you want to respond to.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah.
So there's a lot of celebrities on this that are, D-list, C-list, I guess you'd call them.
Sure.
the most notable, Chuck Liddell, was it MMA? Chuck Liddell was on it. He seemed out of place. Now, the premise of Big Brother is 24/7. You put celebrities together in a small house. You watch and videotape anything and everything that they do, to the point where they were videotaping people going into the shower and going into the bathroom, which I think is kind of weird, but still
A little bit.
And the whole premise of the show is the paranoia that goes on within that, because you're trying to push people out, you're trying to win events or whatever. And it started out as a social experiment. Now they're in season 20.
Yeah.
What? Kind of like Survivor.
Ugh.
Did you ever watch Survivor?
I couldn't even get through the first episode.
Okay. So essentially the same thing, but you right now it's just pampered millennials, because they're the only ones that could actually take 2 months off. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Because most people go, I'm unemployed. It's great. Yeah. You could be on the show.
You're on. You're hired. Let's go. Oh, you're a DC? Yeah, let's go.
So some of the celebrities that were on this, Omarosa, I don't know how they needed some type of villain.
Apparently, yeah.
Brandy Glanville, who was on The Housewives of something. Don't know really who that is. Ross Matthews, who was an intern in NBC and all of a sudden became some celebrity. I don't know how. Kind of like Perez Hilton.
Right.
Lord knows how he got it, and yet he's monstrous. Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray. That one, I was kind of like, Mark, who's a bro of mine. I'm like going, what were you thinking?
So far, that's the only name that I've ever heard of.
And he can't be on the show until CBS approves it, which is silly because the game's over. Meta World Peace, who doesn't watch TV. So within the show, he didn't even know what was going on, which was hilarious. Shannon Elizabeth. You remember her?
Yep.
Beautiful actress. Now lives in South Africa, not really plugged into the world. Who else might you know? I don't know, beauty queen or whatever. So the whole premise behind it is they're trying to get people pushed out, right? They're kind of like if you put us and other unknown radio people in a room,
right,
24/7. So we probably spend half the time trying to impress one another while pretty much trying to stab you in the back.
Right. I feel like that would not be good for everyone else. Like, we would probably team up and just screw with people.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like that wouldn't be good for the production. So we would have to be just like the wild cards, because it just doesn't matter. Because I don't think we would take it seriously.
And that'd be the whole point, which would be fun because people would take it seriously.
Right.
And the key to winning said game, if any of you watched it, is to be what they call a floater. So stay out of the drama just so you can vote people out until you get the numbers are low enough where then you could just stick it to people. See, now your personality, you would be a problem from the get-go.
Usually. Yep. Usually.
But Jerry and everyone else that we've dealt with, every place you and I have been, you are in everyone's faces.
Yeah. But it's their fault. Stop screwing stuff up. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, I've heard you say, I asked for 2 fingers of whiskey. That ain't 2 fingers of whiskey.
Right. I'm very particular. I'm very particular about my whiskey. Absolutely.
So with that, you would not last very long in the game.
I feel like I might, though, because I can hide in the shadows. And then every now and again, I'm going to pop up and ruin someone's day.
That's true.
It's going to be good.
See, I would be, personality-wise, I think one of the reasons why you and I get along very well is I see a lot of myself in you.
Gross.
Well, just take that in. Wait a second, that didn't sound right.
This is not going well.
Use both hands, and But with that being said, and now it's been outed. It's been outed. But I used to be a little more vocal about it, more in people's faces. So I've kind of learned, you know what? I'll just let people bitch and moan all that they want. And I don't listen to it. I don't get involved. I'm kind of like, psh, you feel better now? Like, yeah, I feel better. I mean, you're still a moron.
Yeah.
But now you feel better.
Yeah.
So where you and I could win the game because we would be a good alliance.
Mm-hmm.
No one would know because we would fake fight during the day.
All the time.
I'd be up in your face. You'd be up in my face. You'd be just like going on. And we would try to split the house. We try to blow each other up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that. And then, of course, then you got the women who pretty much through the entire show were just drunk off their ass.
Yeah.
Drinking the entire time. You, of course, would be sitting there and you'd be talking about your boxed wine.
It would be. I'd be pulling it out of my jacket or my back pocket. Hey, baby, you you ready for some wine?
Now, the key to surviving the game is if you can cook or you can do laundry, we can help people do things. Because for the celebrity part, most of them didn't seem to know how to do anything. Except get drunk, and the women must have put on their makeup for like 10 hours a day.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, they had time. So there's that.
So you saw them without makeup. You're like, yikes.
Right.
And now I see you for the 15 minutes that you're on CBS.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the producers are ever like, wow, what were we thinking? What were we thinking when we did this, when we hired her? What was going on?
I think they want people to be drunk in the fight. That's what they want.
I feel like we would fit in very well then. I mean, with the first half of that statement.
That's true. That's very true. We could, and the guys have a hard time with it. Although there was James Maslow, who is, I guess he was a boy bander of some sort. I'd never heard of the guy.
Right.
I thought he was pretty funny because he was saying a lot of things that I would say, and he sounded like Chandler. So if any of you watched it, I thought he sounded like Chandler. And then I thought of you. Yeah, without your beard, you could be Chandler. You're more Joey.
I'm more Joey because I have testicles. I hide them quite frequently, but I do have them. They're in my possession. Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought maybe, just maybe one time, maybe we could get a group of fans for a weekend with us. Just lock us up and see what happens. The madness that could probably go on.
But I think we would make it so that we could sneak out. So
True.
we could go do whatever we needed to do appearances, do that type of thing. Then come back. No one would know. We just show up like we'd been there the entire time. It'd be great. Where have you guys been for the last 3 days? We've been sleeping. We've been so tired.
Right.
So
Because, it's a mental drain, to have this kind of talent.
dealing with all of you peasants.
Yeah. So for a whole weekend, you and I with fans, and let's face it, fans short for fanatical. I've been to some shows where fans will sit outside for 2 hours of theater waiting for the talent to leave so they could sign their album.
That's just us trying to get into the studio. Sometimes we just want to do our job. Just let us in.
They're like, wait a second, those two guys, those are boy banders.
Yeah, we can't let them in.
Aren't those guys from like NSYNC?
Yeah, 98.
We go pop pop pop.
Yeah. Isn't that William Hung? Isn't that who that is?
It is. Those guys look Asian.
I guess Benz could be.
They've got that Gasian walk.
It's Gasian.
That was one of the funniest things I heard in Los Angeles when I first got out there.
Gasian.
Yeah, when someone introduced themselves as, "Hi, my name is Frederick, and I'm Gasian."
I'm Gasian. Frederick, quick question. What is Gasian? It's a Gasian. Oh,
So I just kind of went, I probably could have figured that out.
Yeah.
You didn't need to tell me.
had that one taken care of. Thanks.
The fuchsia pants took care of that, my friend.
Yeah. The Daisy Dukes kind of gave that away. A little
He
weird too.
turned out to be a pretty good fun. He was pretty funny to kind of hang out with. So
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but getting in some of the gay clubs was just too fun not to go in there and just kind of clown around a little bit. You just kind of sit there. It's like, you saw more lesbians going crazy in those clubs than the guys.
Yeah.
And you go, really? She's lesbian? Really?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm a girl. Oh, well, you're doing a fine job. Congratulations.
I didn't see the kickstand. I'm sorry about that.
My bad.
My bad. Anyway, so celebrity, Big Brother celebrity. So maybe we'll have a Know Nothing Big Brother or Big Brother Know Nothing. I don't know what we call it.
A big Know Nothing brother.
That would be kind of weird, though. It would be a good social experiment. I don't know about you, but seeing some of the fans at certain shows is interesting, to say the least. I don't know about you, but I'm not that obsessed over an actor I've met or a rock star I've met or whatever. I'm just kind of like chilled out. And me, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that, I've had this conversation. We've had this conversation before. When we meet these people, when we meet these rock stars, these celebrities, all these people, it's in the positions that we're in. Yes, we do interviews with them. But honestly, I'd rather just have a beer, sit down, have a drink. I don't drink beer, but whiskey, whatever they drink. Sit down, let's have a conversation. Let's get rid of the microphones. Let's get rid of the cameras. Let's just, be real for a minute, just hang out and enjoy the time. But given our current situations, our current employment, that's kind of how that works, is we have to do interviews. That's what brings in money. That's what we're hired to do. But yeah, I think it's just a lot of the celebrities that we do know are like that. They continue hanging out with us because they know that we don't care about the interview process. We don't care about any of that stuff. We just want to hang. And so when something comes up, we're the first people that they want to call, because they know that to us, it's just literally it's doing an interview and would be hanging out, much like this show. We had this conversation before we were on air, is that I think people completely underestimate the show, because this is a conversation that Steve and I have. All these conversations, everything that you hear on the show are actual conversations that we would have in a normal everyday situation. We just put a camera and a mic in front of us. That's it. And the more we talk, the more him and I talk, the more that comes to light, is that we're just having a conversation. We're just hanging out. We're just enjoying what we do. And, this is one of the few jobs that we've ever had that we actually can hang out and like our job and keep coming back. For some reason, we're still around. We're going on the third year, and for some reason, we continue to be here. So, which is great. We'd still have these conversations whether the show's here or not, and I think it's the same conversation with celebrities, with the artists, the bands that we know. But yeah, that's the bottom line, is we just want to hang out. We just want to have a good time. I think that's where it's at for us.
Plus, I think some of the celebrities like to hang out with us because they know if they're sitting with us, one, they'll be noticed, or two, no one will notice the both of us sitting there. They'll be like, going, look at those guys. That can't possibly be Mick Jagger hanging out with Steve and Eric.
That's not it.
Just keep walking. And then they go, those guys smell like fries. So,
yeah, because we just got off our shift.
So I can just kind of hang out, like one of us. I was hanging out with Matt Scano with Vertical Horizon one night when he was in town. And I was just kind of hanging out, and I thought everybody would know who he was. Vertical Horizon had some top hits. I didn't think much of it. He's kind of an interesting guy. Everybody tends to know what he looks like. At least here in Chicago, people had no idea who he was. He was like, "This is great." I'm like, nobody knows me,
right?
Until Richard Marx walked in, and all of a sudden, oh my God, Richard Marx! Oh my God! And of course, I got moved out of my chair and asked to leave. I'm like,
right,
just sit there.
Right. So this is the only chair left, and you're in it. So
Richard just gives me his coat, like on, hey, can I check my coat with you?
Yeah.
Okay, Richard. Sure, no problem.
Can I have the ticket, please? Can you give me the ticket? Sure.
But Richard, I follow you on Twitter. That's always a good one. I got that one pretty often. Meeting some fans over there, so like going, you know what? I follow you. Okay.
Cool. Well, just stay tuned, because I'll be starting the cult soon. So that's great. I'm glad we have a lot of followers, I guess, making Kool-Aid as we speak.
That's right. Hold on. Let me tweet back to you. What is your handle?
All right.
I'll tweet you.
Oh my God! I'll tweet you while I'm in front of you. It's tweeting right now.
I actually saw, I don't know how you feel about that. You see, I've seen quite a few people get a retweet or whatever, and they'll take a picture of it and post it.
Well, if it's I've done that several times, but that's only because it was for high-end clients. It was for, there's one for Casio, there was one for Fender, things of that nature, but it was for publicity purposes because I was working with them. They happened to just be nice about it and share my stuff that I was talking about. But for a typical person, unless it's really hilarious, I don't care. I'm not going to take a photo of a tweet when I can just simply retweet it or share it to another social media network. It's weird. It's just weird.
I'd just like to bring it to most people, okay, that most celebrities have nothing to do with their Twitter feed.
That's true.
Unlike the president, okay?
It's true.
And if you've ever watched the president's tweets from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., you know it's him. Okay. The crazy tweets come at that time of the night.
Right.
Okay, because the dude's up. Because like Reagan, he's asleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Another one, if you follow Richard Marks, and I brought him up, he's on his Twitter and he's relentless. Okay. He just beats the crap out of people, which I think is hilarious.
Right.
Little Richard Marks, very smart man. And, I don't understand why people rip Richard Marks. Okay. Because he wrote, I think before he came on, 41 number one songs or top 40 songs or whatever. Oh my God. Over 4 decades.
Right.
And I'm, and before he comes out, there's this long list of his accomplishments. And I'm going, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Really? You hear the whole crowd going, no crap, really? He wrote that song for so-and-so? Really? That was him?
Right.
And then you wouldn't take that and a celebrity. Well, he's kind of a celebrity now, that he'd have anything to say
in
today's world. And actually, he's pretty thoughtful in some of the things, and he goes right at people and then they call him, you're a has-been. And I'm thinking to myself, dude's still writing hits.
Yes, it's not really he has been for some time writing hits. So if that's what you're saying, then yes, that's accurate. He has been writing them for quite some time, but he's not washed up by any means. He does shower. I know that he does shower. He did tweet about that. He does shower. I don't know how often, so I can't say the list is accurate for him, but he does do all of that stuff. He's a good guy. He is.
Got good hair. He's got good hair too.
He really does.
Pretty high. Last time I saw him, it was pretty high. So, and when your mouth is really dry, you're pretty high.
You're pretty high.
Little George Thorogood. So with that, he's a good person to follow. There's some celebrities, and some of the rest are just all fluff. You could tell someone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's
so.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we enjoy a nice tweet over a fine cigar and brandy and scotch and whiskey.
Get out of here! You can't afford brandy.
I can too. She's very cheap these days. Very cheap.
Remember her from the 1980s?
Well, I heard that she was a fine girl. That's what I heard. So
that's what I hear. So anyway, so if you guys got celebrities or musicians that you follow that you really like, post that up there, up on our Twitter feed or our Facebook feed and stuff like that. I'd certainly like to see that.
Yeah, it'd be good.
It's always someone cool to kind of follow. I don't really follow a lot of news feeds.
Yeah,
because they're not really that interesting.
Generally, not so much. Now, I will say this: it is more interesting when the actual person is doing it. I completely understand how much time and effort it takes to run social media, but I also know that you don't actually have to use all of your social media. You can just use 1 or 2 of them, and people will still respond. But you can tell when that person, that artist, that celebrity, whoever that might be, is actually running their Twitter page. Now, I know a few people as well, and I've actually worked as this person where they will give me everything that they want to say, and then I just put it out there. I put it together in a little nice package, and I'll put it out there for them. But when you hire somebody to actually, and I understand like big companies, big celebrities, you just can't. But it takes away so much from that particular situation. People know, people can understand, people can see that it's not you, and it's not that human form, that personable form. And to me, I'm not as attracted to that as I am when I know that's you running it.
Plus, a lot of celebrities have 5,000 fake followers.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to point that out.
Right.
Because you could just sit here and bots will just follow you endlessly. I know they follow me endlessly.
And
like
not
delete, and you just stop. You just like, whatever.
And that's not even just on Twitter. That's actually real life. That's happening in real life. They're just following you. It's weird. It's very weird. Very
it's
weird.
always weird. But I don't need to see. For a while there, I think there was a group of celebrities and stuff that were posting what they were eating every day. It's like, oh my God. Are we all teenage girls now?
Don't care. Don't care.
I don't care that you went to Starbucks today.
Yeah, I don't
with
care.
2 half pumps of caramel.
Go full or go home.
Although that is kind of interesting, but I don't want to say anything about it. Kind of
weird.
No, it's not that weird.
A little weird.
It's not that weird to walk up to say, "Oh my God, you're that guy in Twitter. Are you that guy?"
It's a little.
Are you really that guy?
I'm popular on social media, but not in real life.
Oh. That is possible.
No, it is. It's happening right now. It's totally happening. Absolutely.
And with that, you guys need to tweet to us right now. We're going to take a break. Know Nothing Show. Yeah. Go find it on Twitter. Tweet to us right now. We will be watching. We'll be right back. The bell tolls for the final 30 minutes of tonight's broadcast. And it's tolling because I grabbed the wrong intro. Not that would ever happen before. It's the first time ever in my long, long career. I won't tell you how many decades it's been, but it's the first time I ever made that error, Eric. Ever.
I'm aware of this. Yeah, we had a meeting about that you say you got some sort of an award for not having any errors. And then, which was really weird because there was actually an error on the award. So whoever made that award they're already down one.
My name is not Boaz, Steve Boaz. No,
it's not actually. No,
it can't be. Just Eric spelled with 4 Ks.
That's just weird. 3 Ks is you don't want to do that. I've done that before, and that's just weird. You don't want to do that. That causes a whole other conversation that none of us really want to have at all.
Never. So I've got another list I need to throw at you.
It is the night of lists.
Now, I mentioned before there are 45 things, small things that suck big time.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that we need to know that I'm going to throw at you. You let me know, is that one of those big suckers or not? So one of those that I remember as a kid is opening a pack of Starburst. Okay, you remember that candy?
I do.
Not one of the best candies, and the entire pack is all lemons.
Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah.
And it's not like one of those that you could return. Said, look, it's all yellow.
Right.
It sucks, man. I just paid my 45 cents for this, and it's all lemons.
All lemons.
Although lemon heads are very good.
That's true. They are.
But not the Starburst.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one that I know this will not make you happy. This will bring back some bad memories. Okay. But something that would suck would be getting a gift from your grandmother on Christmas, but finding out that it's a Nickelback CD.
Yeah. So story. So a few years back, I was formerly a fan of Creed. And then I just kind of lost interest and just kind of left. Just didn't care anymore. But it was originally a fan of Creed. And so like 2 or 3 years later, after I had stopped stop being a fan or whatever, just stop doing it. My brother-in-law decided that Creed was coming through town. They got a reunion tour, all this stuff, and I don't like reunion tours. I just don't like them. But so there was 2 strikes already. So 1, I wasn't a fan anymore. I didn't care. 2, it was a reunion tour. But I was like, all right, well, he put a lot of time and effort into this, and we actually never really talked about me not liking them. So I'll give it to him. I'll go. We'll hang out. So he liked him anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. So we go. Everything is fine. I mean, it's exactly how I thought it was going to be. I'm just like, all right, yeah, cool. But it's one of those things where you're like, okay, it's all right, it's good, and then you got to put on this happy face because somebody did something amazing for you, and you can't just be. I love being a dick. Being a dick to me is part of my life. It's part of who I am, and it's not really being a dick. It's just telling you this is how it is. That's just who I am. So don't come to me asking questions if you don't want to actually hear the answer, because I'll tell you straight up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But so you got to play that little game. You got to just say, all right, this is a great time. Thank you very much. Well, at the end, there was a CD that was bought, and I'm like, thanks, I guess. No idea where that CD's at today. But I was like, oh, it couldn't get any worse. And it wasn't a bad show. There was nothing wrong with the show at all. It was a great show. But I don't think I could have cared any less than what I currently cared, because I was indifferent. I didn't care.
Right, and you got to play the CD.
Yeah, you got to do it. And on the way home, he's like, "Oh, let's listen to the CD." And I'm just like, "Yeah, because we didn't just spend 2 hours listening to the CD live."
Oh, God, man! All right, so this next one, I got a story for this. So let's say you call in and you're winning a radio contest, okay, for tickets,
mm-hmm.
and you find out that it's not for the tickets that you think you just called in for.
Well,
okay.
But it all depends on what the tickets are actually for.
Okay, so let me throw a story. There's a big suck in this. So I'm in Los Angeles, so I'm calling it KLOS. Okay, this is before I started working there, and they're giving away tickets, and I misheard who they said they were giving tickets away, and it's like the middle of the night, and back in my LA days, I was a night owl, so I was up most of the night. And I'd sleep during the day. It just made sense. And I'm sure you were the same way, because I was going out to clubs. I was doing all this other stuff. I was doing a lot of promotional type stuff. So I call into KLOS, and I thought they said something else.
Right.
I'm not even sure what they said. I was calling tickets for her. So they put me up live. They're like, "Oh, hey, man, you just won the tickets. Can I put your voice on, live?" Because you have to ask that.
Yep.
Most people don't know that, but yeah, that's why they tend to record most of those call-ins so that it can edit up, because people are like going, F and A, man. You got to edit that out. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm live, and the guy's like, "Man, you just won some tickets, man. You excited?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. It's Friday night or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm totally into it." He goes, "Man, have yourself a great night at Pat Metheny." You go, "What?
What? What? Can you just re-gift these?"
So I get off the air, and I'm like, Pat who? He's like, "Yeah, man, we got you four seats in like the third row." And I'm like, "Bro." Pat Metheny. He's like, "Dad, it's at the Will Turner stuff." I'm like, "Cool place." Pat Metheny? Really?
Oh my goodness.
Those are one of those things that just suck.
Well, so you didn't go then?
Actually, it did.
You did go. I was thinking you were going to say I actually did go. Was it a good show?
No, I fell asleep in like 30 minutes in.
Wow.
Because it's all instrumental.
Right.
Okay. So I'm standing outside, and I'm like giving the tickets. I'm like, "Whoever wants it, man." I'm like, "They're free." They're like, "Those probably aren't real," because they're arresting, people that are selling tickets.
Right.
Like, "Nah, you can have them." So like within 30 minutes in, I'm like dozing off. I'm like, "Man, I got to get out of here. Go get a beer. This is rough." I mean, is he a great guitarist? Yes.
Right.
Will Turn, great place to hear music, but not for me.
Right.
Not for Steve.
So, moral of the story is, if you're calling into a radio station, know what you're about to win.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Probably that's probably some really good advice for anyone that's listening. If you're calling into a radio station, figure out what you're wanting to win before you decide this is a good idea.
Just like you have to win tickets to said band, and they say you have to wait until the band plays. Okay. Like we play one of their songs.
Right.
And you start playing something else and go, we're playing REO Speedwagon, and you can't get Def Leppard tickets if REO Speedwagon's playing. Well, just anticipating.
Right.
Or Creed. I'm sorry, that was Bette Midler.
And while they're playing Bette Midler, right in front of Creed, probably not a station you want to be listening to. They're probably on drugs.
Some wacky on-air guys.
That's right.
Now, you probably work for stations where you could pick the music, or were you more there's a lot more stations now where you don't even know what the server's going to pull.
So we did have somebody did the programming, they all picked the music, but if we were long or short, if we were long on time, if we were over time, we could drop. We had certain songs we could drop. Yeah. If we were under, then we had certain songs from a list we could pick and insert. We couldn't actually pick whatever we wanted. Well, I take that back. They said we could not pick whatever we wanted. I got really bored with that option because they were all like 90s or 80s tracks because they were the least expensive tracks to write to put in. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. So I would pick from, like, we had a local show that I ran for a while. So I'd pick music from there, or I just put in whatever, if we had a lot of requests for this particular song, I'd just throw that back in there, do what they called a double shot, which is, just 2 songs in a row. I got to the point where I didn't care. I just did whatever I wanted.
You're a bad on-air host.
True. And that's probably why I'm not there anymore.
See, way back when I first started, we actually had to write on the album covers. So get this. So you got the album covers and you've got the report on the front of it or back of it, depending on how it was done.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to pull out the albums and they were in order. Someone would spend hours putting everything in order. So you would pull out the albums that you were going to play because you had to mark them because you had to put them back in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would make sense. So when you'd had the album there, we'd have to fill out FCC reports. This
Mm-hmm.
back before it was all digital, because you had to send them, you had to fax them in.
Right.
Like every week.
Weird.
So you'd have to write down what song you played and mark it on the album. So then you couldn't play Stairway to Heaven 30 times in a month.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to avoid that. So you'd sit there and, we'd all be going, yeah, but I really want to play Stairway. Right. And we've already played it 72 times.
Right.
Do I write it down or not?
Right.
What am I going to do? And I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just going to play it.
Right. Right.
I'll play 14 minutes of the 17 minutes.
Right.
I didn't really play it. Nobody's listening. And of course, that's when the program manager is always listening.
Of course.
So that gets it back to then where you can only play certain things. And on the album, the program manager would say you cannot play these certain tracks.
Yep.
You can only play like some of the hits. You couldn't play a lot of B-sides.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still probably that way. I don't care what anybody says, but there's always payola tied to it.
Yep. Always.
Where someone's paying to play that piece of crap song that you got to listen to.
Yeah.
Okay. It could be a horrible track by, I don't know, name anybody. And you go, my God, I can't believe I'm playing that. But, if somebody's paying, RCA's paying, you got to play that track.
Yep. Yep.
And you got to play it a lot.
Yeah.
After Creed, here comes some Whitney Houston. Kill me.
Yeah.
Please.
Shoot me in the face right now. Let's get this over with.
Well, now they do it. And so I'll use an example. The show I do in the UK, he only gets to see what song's coming up so he can introduce it. So it just randomly starts to come up. So like 5 minutes before, he gets to see what songs are going to get queued.
Hmm.
That would be tough to do.
Would be.
You get some type of rhythm. You're like, all right, man, we're kind of rocking a little bit. And then out comes, Celine Dion. Okay, it's time for a nap.
Yeah. And here's Celine Dion.
That's right. So you just see the first letter of like Creed. You're thinking, yes, it's going to be Creed. Celine.
It's a new band.
I kind of threw it in there.
Brand new.
So that's one thing that tends to suck. Here's another thing. Missing the McDonald's breakfast menu, but 5 minutes. This was before you could get breakfast all day long.
Right.
That was like the only thing that was good at McDonald's was that Egg McMuffin with sausage. I
was always like BK. I would go to McDonald's every now and again, but I never liked McDonald's.
So you like the croissant?
I did. BK? Quite a bit. Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea you were so French.
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me.
Picky, but yeah. Now that you can get it all day, so maybe, it's not something that suck as bad as it used to. How about the car alarm going off at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning? And it's your car.
It's your car. Yeah.
It's like, I've got a piece of crap. Why just steal it? Why did I put the alarm on? Someone please my car.
I didn't even know I had an alarm. Apparently I do. And it's going off right now.
How about the one as formerly single guys at times in our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
We live by ourselves. What about the old put the frozen pizza in the oven and forget about it?
What is that smell? Oh, right. It's my apartment burning down. That's right.
Either that or you forget to turn on the oven.
Yeah. Why is my pizza not done? It's been in there for 45 minutes. It's not. It's still frozen. I didn't turn.
I'm watching a crappy show, and it's like 40. Oh my god!
Yeah.
So then you got to put it in the microwave, and that's the worst pizza ever.
Now I'll tell you, the best pizza that I've ever had is two different ways. They're both essentially the same thing, but the best pizzas I've ever had, one is a wood-fired grill, and the other one is a charcoal grill. Charcoal because that's what I had at the time when I was camping. Yep. I had a Tostino's little mini, almost personal pizza type situation. Yep. Threw that bad boy on the grill and grilled it up, and it was the best crispy pizza I have probably ever had in my entire life. It was delicious.
Yeah, because that pizza's crappy.
It's horrible. Horrible.
But on a charcoal, that's good. See, yeah. I like of those frozen pizzas, I like Tombstone.
Tombstone is, I'll give you that.
Tombstone was the pizza I ate because my dad owned bars when we were kids in Wisconsin. They called them cow palaces or whatever.
Cow palaces.
Yeah, so it was Frank's Cow Palace.
All
right. You would if you wanted a pizza, it was a Tombstone. They put them in one of those toaster ovens. That was like the greatest pizza I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, came alcohol and everything else that went with it. But yeah, Tombstone, and I could see where wood burning, that would be good. I got to try that.
Really good, really good. I actually worked with somebody at a previous job where their dad worked at it. He was like part owner of this grill place, but they had these wood ovens as well. So I always got some grilled pizza from there, and it was so good. It's just ridiculously good.
I, of course, hate all of my neighbors that have those pizza ovens outside.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all of them because they spend all this money and they maybe use it once
or twice. Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. And then I use it when they're gone.
Right. Oh, you're going out of town? Okay. How long are you going to be gone? 40 minutes. Good. It only takes me 20. So that works out perfectly. Perfect. I like it. Good.
I'll get your mail too. Okay.
Yeah. Because I do need fuel for the fire. So that should work out great.
That's my neighbor just to the north of me. He's got one of those. Bastard. But then again, he gets to see me naked in the spa. So
that's probably a pretty decent trade-off then.
He's like, could you cover up? I'm like, could you bring me some pizza?
No. Well, then I'm not. It's a trade here. So
that doesn't go as well as I had nobly thought. Okay.
Well.
Here's another one that where life sucks. a gray eyebrow. Okay, that you can't pluck out. You end up taking out like 27 black ones to get that one gray one. Now you may not have that problem.
No, I dye everything. Yeah, I actually have white hair. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's actually white. Yeah.
Wow. Or do you pencil it in? How about penciling in those eyebrows? Because that's always really attractive, ladies. Okay.
I used to pencil, but that's old school, so now I airbrush. You got to move with the times.
I don't want to sound mean, but you see some Puerto Ricans in the Walmart with the penciled in eyebrows, and you go, did you burn them off? Are they gone?
Right. Where are they? Just not? Did you leave them somewhere? Where are they? What happened?
So that's your answer, to pencil it in with magic marker.
Now, some people are doing that on purpose. Some people are actually shaving or what's that new thing with thread? They're like plucking it out, but it's
threading.
Threading, yeah. They're getting rid of their eyebrows and either penciling them in, or they're getting tattoos. I know one of my friends actually does that for a living. I'm like, that is so weird, because now that's just what it is. That's all it is. It's
lasered off.
Yeah, and tattooed back on. It's weird.
I don't get that at all. Just like I don't get, respectfully, for the ladies that get it all lasered off completely.
Yeah.
I think most guys, they're like, oh, I don't want lines or whatever it is. And I go, I don't need my ladies to look like they're 11.
It's weird. Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
Because when I'm in the spa, having a spa pay, you know what I'm saying? It just went there. I'm sorry.
It did. Yeah, it did. Well, it is what it is.
Other things that suck. You go to like Five Guys Burger. Do you have a Five Guys?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You know how juicy those burgers are?
I do.
So juicy that you get one of those and the bun falls apart while eating it.
That is accurate. That is completely accurate. Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And it's not manly to go to Five Guys and say, could I get a fork and knife to enjoy my hamburger?
Right. Well, I found, and I'm with you on that, and I found a solution for that particular situation.
Okay.
I now carry a pocket knife, and it's a 5-inch pocket knife. It's pretty decent size. I carry that with me so that I don't look as much of a lady when I'm cutting my sandwich apart. I flip it out and then I cut my sandwich. That way, if someone tries to make fun of me, I pull the knife up as if to say, really? And they just walk away. Works really well.
Now, one little thing my mom taught me when I became a full-grown adult.
Recently. Okay.
Is those are the times that first you must turn your burger over.
You must first turn your burger over.
Yes. So the top side becomes the bottom, so it could absorb more juices. So I thought, that's not bad, because where's it going to break? It's not going to break on top. It's going to break on the bottom because it's thinner. So she was like, no, just turn it over. It'll hold up a little bit longer.
And so far, that's been good advice.
Yes, it has been.
Huh.
I, of course, don't pull out a stiletto like you do.
Well, it's a machete, but yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Stiletto heels, maybe.
That's what I do. That's our whole different side job. We'll get into that later.
So there's an idea.
Yeah.
For that.
Well, but here's the thing. This goes along everything that we've been talking about on this show. We're idea people. Okay. We're in the wrong business. We need to be in an idea situation, some sort of marketing situation. I think we need to that's what we need to do. Our side job is we just need to become marketeers. This will always be our bread and butter. But maybe we need to invest in some sort of other situation.
I think so. And I would start a company said Marilyn said, because after my mom.
Yeah.
Because if Marilyn said it, it must be true. Okay.
It's true. Yeah. 100%.
Now, a couple more things that just suck. is forgetting to cancel your 3 month, your free, the 3 months that you got for free of HBO, your cable or whatever. Next thing you know, you're 9 months in, and your cable bill is like $400.
Sure.
And you're on auto pay because they haven't been paying attention.
Right. Yeah.
So that one sucks.
That's
a big suckerino.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Where I go, there's nothing on HBO except of Games of Thrones or whatever.
Don't care.
I don't get that one at all. That show.
Yeah, don't care.
But it's got a midget, or is he a dwarf?
A midget. Technically, he's a dwarf, but I don't care.
I don't really get.
Try to beat me up.
Yeah, I don't get that show at all. I don't get a lot of shows sometimes. But then again, I liked X-Files.
The new one too?
You know what? It's kind of quirky like it was.
And
then Scully's leaving.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And if you guys are NCIS fans, Abby's leaving. So that's weird. All the shows go on way, way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. And so people are probably saying, like, this show, you guys have been on way too long.
I think we're saying this show has gone on wait. We didn't. This was just for fun. And all of a sudden, people are like, this is a good idea. We're like, you are all demented. You have issues.
This was like the radio version of Big Brother. It was just an experiment. I don't even think you remember the conversation where we had said, this is just an experiment. We need a filler for a couple of weeks.
Well, that vaguely, but there was a lot of conversations like that. We had several different ideas, and for some reason, this is the one that Jerry was like, let's go with this one. We're like, really? This is out of all of the ones that we've suggested to you, this is the one that you would like us. All right, well, let's go. Let's do this. And here we are.
Yeah, we want to show Steve and Eric with no real structure.
Yeah.
The arguing that the two of you do, that's what we want.
We want that.
What?
Okay.
That's what you want. Yes, that's what we want. That's what the people want. We're here for the people.
That's right. And I guess that's what they want.
And one of our listeners and fans talked about, was it Fabletics or whatever, forgetting to cancel that. Guys can wear that too, I hear.
Guys are wearing that right now.
I need the ones that have a little less ass, or if I can put padding in.
Do they have ones with butt flaps? Because that's really what I'm looking for.
That would be good.
I don't want to go through the whole effort of actually taking everything off. I just want that flap on the back so I can just lift it up.
Yeah.
And let it go.
Or chaps. That would be okay. That's very Prince, because he had done that with the ass cutout on the back.
That's true.
Although I think you didn't actually see his butt. I think that was just fabric and stuff. So
it could have been a prosthetic. Yeah, it could have been a fill-in. He had a stunt double.
Considering he was only 5 feet tall, so it could have been anybody. It could have been Sheena Easton, for all we know.
Could have been. We'll never know.
If any of you remember her with her something about walls, Sugar Walls.
Oh yes,
that was always a song that we went, Sugar Walls. What is she talking about?
What is happening?
What are Sugar Walls?
She on drugs? Yep.
Is it like the starburst of just lemons that I got? Is that what that is?
Because it sucks equally. So.
Oh my God. With that, is actually time for us to get out of here. 2 hours goes really fast.
Zoom.
So throw us some merch stuff. Throw us some social media before we get out of here. We got about 2 minutes.
Everything I'm about to tell you is going to be available on KnowNothingShow.com. If you want to follow us for some odd reason, you are weird and strange, and that's why we like you. Know Nothing Show, all of it, at Know Nothing Show. You can check us out. If you're on YouTube, go into their little search bar and search Know Nothing Show. We'll pop up right away with our wonderful little logo, which you can see on this particular broadcast, unless you're just listening to us on air. And if you can still see the logo while you're listening to us on air, you're still our demographic. You are still in that whole demographic situation. So that's awesome for you. Shoot us an email, knownothingboys@gmail.com. And you can tweet, you can Facebook us, you can send us messages, you can do whatever you wish. We would love to talk with you. Go get some merch. For the love of everything that is cotton, go get some merch. KnowNothingShow.com. Go now. Hurry up. Go. What are you waiting for? Get up. Go. It's just 2 clicks away. Make it happen. That's all I got.
And with that, it is our time to get out of here. As always, it's a pleasure. Tell your friends, tell your frenemies. My name is Steve Benz. That is Eric Black. We are the Know Nothing Show boys. We will see you next time. Peace, love. Take it easy, everybody. See you next time.